Was the Microsoft outage simply an update gone wrong, or is there a bigger play? Was this a test for something greater that's happening this year? And why did that update happen to come after the last night of the Republican National Convention, after Trump gave an epic speech, and now people looking at him as a hero? Is the media or the global elites trying to distract us? We're going to talk about that in this video. Let's take a look.
Lines lifting its ground stop just moments ago as widespread communication outages are continuing to impact major airlines, hospitals, and banks across the world. And more than 100 911 call centers in the U.S. are currently down.
David Spunt joins us.
So because of a simple update, 911 call centers were shut down. Hospitals couldn't use things like x-ray machines. I mean, I know one of my family members works in the IT department at a hospital, and there were surgeries planned the next day. I mean, there was a lot, and systems were completely shut down. I mean, things were in a frenzy. I mean, take a look right here at this airport. Look at all these people here. I heard there was over 35,000 flights delayed because of one simple update. Okay, we're talking, we have some of the smartest, brightest people in the world, working in IT, computers, technology, and all of it went wrong so quickly. And here's what it's sort of interesting. Who is this right here? Let's see. NBC News, okay? Yeah. NBC News, this is what they say is the cause. Cybersecurity programs like CrowdStrike frequently and automatically update themselves to account for new tactics that malicious hackers have discovered, okay? And there's always a slight risk that any software update will be incompatible with other programs. You think they would have like a backup plan? Like, can't they test the software before they send it out to everyone? There's no like fail-safe. Like I know, for example, for my videos, like I have external hard drives and I have like RAID where there's like 5 disks, and if one crashes, the other one will back up the data. And I'm not like someone who's technologically savvy at all. I probably said all that wrong just now. But if like consumers have stuff like this, like you would think airlines, hospitals, there's no backup. The update just goes out and causes a havoc. So this is how a bad CrowdStrike update caused a global outage. This is from NBC. This is from the news. We've seen in the last few years with the election, with COVID, in all the lies from the media, the spinning, how much we could really trust the news. But let's just see what they say. So they say, here we go. Normally, CrowdStrike monitors computer traffic for threats and sends out an update. So there's traffic, there's updates. So CrowdStrike right here, boom, sends an update to enterprise computer, and then CrowdStrike basically sent a bad update. This time the update, which adds to CrowdStrike's rolling list of cyber threats, contains some faulty code, okay? So some faulty code, that's what they're telling us. Faulty code was sent out. No, it wasn't a distraction from President Donald Trump, now being a hero in a lot of Americans' eyes and trying to distract us from that. Literally that night happened within hours, okay? The software is so deeply integrated with the operating system that when the new update was installed, it caused computers running Windows to freeze. Okay, so it's saying the software is so deeply integrated that it literally just shut it down. You don't think they knew that? Okay, if the machine is powered on and in special recovery mode, it will skip the bad file, allowing it to function properly. Personally, as you probably could tell already, I just don't think that this is an accident. And as a Christian, I just believe that God, for one, just to say in 2 Timothy, he gave us not a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. Okay, this is Paul writing this to Timothy. So we're not supposed to be in fear, and be worried, oh, what's going to happen? I love seeing the comments everywhere because they're like, another once-in-a-lifetime event? It's like, how many once-in-a-lifetime events can we have? Poor Gen Z and millennials, right? But God gave us a spirit of power and love, self-control, okay? So, we're not to worry, but I believe also we're supposed to be smart and we're supposed to be testing the things that we see and not believing everything that the media, the government, anyone tells us. In Romans 11, or actually Romans 12, the Bible says, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. By testing, you may discern what is the will of God, what is good, acceptable, and perfect. Okay, this is how we know, right? And that's why it was sort of funny during the whole COVID thing. I felt like most of the Christians were the only ones who weren't the sheep being lied to by the media. Don't believe everything that's out there. I feel like this was a test. This whole CrowdStrike, I probably said it wrong like 10 times, whatever. The Microsoft update that went out, I believe it was a test. I believe they're testing the world. They're testing the systems. They're seeing, what was the chaos that ensued. Because I believe that we see in the end days, there's going to be a one world government, okay? What's the best way to unite people? It's through technology, for good or bad, right? Like right now, I'm using this technology for good, so make sure to like and subscribe, if you want to get the gospel out there. But I believe also technology, like for example, the mark of the beast, it's going to track us, whatever we buy and sell. That's part of the mark of the beast. Well, now there's actually technology in place where they could finally do that. So I think, it wouldn't be a surprise if governments and nations do unite through some kind of means of technology. And eventually we do. I mean, I don't know if we're going to have a one world government in our lifetime, but the things are now in place. So I just felt like I should make this video because I see some people talking about it in the comments. I don't know how many people are making videos about this. Because they don't want to look crazy, but it's like, look, I believe in a man named Jesus who walked on water and raised people from the dead. So people already think I'm crazy. So does it really matter if I believe that this whole CrowdStrike thing was a conspiracy theory, or if there's a conspiracy there, or not even a conspiracy, it actually happened, that they're testing the systems for future attacks? Maybe even I saw one comment say, how about election day? Election day, what if they shut down all the systems? Oh, look, Kamala or whoever's, president at that time, or a nominee for the Democrat Party. Oh, look, they have more votes. Boom. Democracy stripped away again, communism wins. I don't know. But I believe that don't have a spirit of fear. Just know that they can't hurt our physical body, whether one day they outlaw Christianity, they throw us in jail. What we could do now is pray, tell others about Jesus, because I believe, the time's coming when America will no longer be a free nation, and hopefully not. I'm not, and that's why I'm not even pessimistic, because it really doesn't really matter what happens to our country. I mean, of course, I want this to be a beautiful place for my children. I have 3 kids. So do I want them thrown in jail? But also, I think the American church and people need to wake up that darkness is real. And the only way to fight against it is by being more vocal about our faith and telling others about the gospel, not just going to work, coming home, watching Netflix, and going to church once on Sunday, but not living anything out in your actual life and not looking like a light that God made you to shine for his glory. So make sure to like and subscribe if you want to get the gospel out. Thanks for watching.